Well, local talent takes the stage at nearly 24 locations around St. Augustine as part of the 9th annual Sing Out Loud Festival. Here to tell us about the local artist showcase is Darren Ronan, singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist from the First Coast. Hey, Darren.
Hey.
We're also joined by our own Stacey Bennett, singer-songwriter with her band Folk is People, and of course, our producer here at First Coast Connect. Hi, Stacey.
Hi, Ann. Good to see you.
Good to see you on this side of the glass for a minute.
Been too long.
It has been too long. We heard a little of your band coming in there, a song that has had a fair amount of commercial success. You might hear it shopping at Old Navy, for instance. But this is your first step back into performing live in a little bit. So tell us about, first of all, how you're preparing for the Sing Out Loud Local Songwriters Showcase.
Yeah, it's been about a year and a half since we performed anywhere. So we got our dusters out, and it's just been sort of chaotic but fun to get everybody back together. I've had to modify some of my gear due to some injuries I sustained. So it's sort of been a journey. And I'm still not feeling great about it, but that's rock and roll.
That's rock and roll.
If you're not in pain, you're not playing.
You got to get up and plug it back in. Darren, you're going to be playing, Stacey's playing at the Colonial Oak venue, which is, for people who haven't been there, is awesome. I mean, it's trees and this beautiful lighting that's kind of hanging from these lovely old oak trees. You're going to be playing at Dog Rose Brewing, which is a great, brew, what do you call it?
Yes.
Brew room. It's just a cool bar.
Yeah, I haven't actually been there. I'm looking forward to being there.
Yeah, it's in Lincolnville. It's a super venue. But is this your first Sing Out Loud event?
It is my first Sing Out Loud.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your style of music, how you started performing, because you've done so much with so many really well-known performers.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun. The story is, the short version is, my father was a country and western singer in the 50s. And so me and all my brothers just sort of took up music because of that. So he would sit around and sing occasionally, and so it was always fun to do that. So that's kind of, it's just in my blood.
Yeah,
so.
And you've done percussive stuff, you've done all kinds of instruments, and you've also played with a variety of really famous people. You played with Dick Dale, Vic Chestnut, Junior Brown, the Fabulous Thunderbirds. I mean, really a whole range of things. Has that experience changed the way that you do your own solo performing?
Well, I mean, every time you see somebody and you see something you like, you're like, well, that's a good idea. I think I can borrow that. Sure, why not?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Stace, this is, we said the 9th year of Sing Out Loud, and, it's rooted in trying to broaden the local music scene and really, honor and draw attention to the local music here. I mean, there's sort of a big national headliner element too, but talk about, I mean, you've not only played it, but you've attended it, and these are a lot of people that you know and love that are performing as part of it.
Yeah, it's great that, they're bringing a lot of different artists together. I've actually met a lot of friends there, and I think when you're an independent artist, music, and you can probably speak to this too, is probably only like 20% of what you do. You're also your booking agent, you're also your marketing agent, you're building your website. And a lot of what we do is like based on collaboration. And so meeting other people and working collaboratively to book shows, and especially like bringing the regional artists in, like say, well, come play in Jacksonville, or come play in Gainesville. So it's really great. And they do workshops too. They've been really supportive of the local art scene.
And we should say, I mean, you've played alongside many great artists too, including, with Shovels and Rope, the late Justin Townes Earl. And so I'd ask you the same question, just kind of how those experiences shape what you bring to your band's performance.
That's a really good question. You're kind of in a silo when you're a songwriter. And so to play with people who are even different than you kind of pick up on things. I never thought of it that way. I've never tried to play that picking style. That's a really cool verse. I don't write like that, but let me try it. I've never thought to throw a minor seventh, and that, it kind of like challenges you. I don't enjoy listening to jazz music, but I learn jazz music because it changes the way that I play. It gets me outside of my own head, and I think it adds to creativity.
Yeah, well, this is an excellent festival. So, Stace, as I said, you're going to be at the Colonial Oak. This is on Sunday
at 6:30. We start
6:30 to 7:30. Folk is People. And Darren Ronan, you're performing at Dog Rose from 9 to 10 on Saturday. So
Correct.
Saturday and Sunday. And this is the first weekend of 4 weeks of concerts for the local showcase. Is that right?
I think it might be the second. I'm not really
think it's
sure.
the
I think it's the
second,
second.
Oh, this is the second week. Sure.
I believe
Okay.
so. Mhm.
But anyway, there's venues, as we said, all over St. Augustine, and just tons of music. It's indie, bluegrass, hip hop, everything that you can imagine. Well worth checking out, and it's free. So, Darren Ronan, Stacey Bennett, thank you so much for being here today.